Welcome back to my channel. I'm Wendy and this is Wendy with the Eye. On my channel, I share basically what I have my eye on when it comes to fashion, beauty, lifestyle, travel, weight loss, home decor, all that good stuff. I don't know if I named them all, missed them all. I don't know. I just talk about what I like to talk about. So if you think you might be interested in that, I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Also like this video and share it out. I definitely would love to, reach a broader audience and see if I can help whoever I can with whatever I am talking about. So yeah, that's me. Thanks for coming back. Oh, did you notice something? I'm gonna come a little closer. So this is supposed to be an eye. Isn't that so cute? Yeah, so it's like a little eye necklace. Wendy with an eye. Get it? Did you get it? Good. Okay. In today's video, I would like to talk about weight loss. So this is gonna be a weight loss video. The title, I think the title says like how I lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. That is not clickbait. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not clickbait. And I'm gonna tell you how that happened. I'm super excited to do this video, but I'm also a little nervous to do this video because if I think about like just starting the channel in general, putting myself out there and like, putting my personality out there, putting my business a little bit out there is not something that is super exciting for me. But in this particular case, what I hope to do is I hope to help anybody that struggles with weight and is like considering doing some different things than maybe just normally diet and exercise. And so that kind of gives you a little tease there what I'm going to talk about. So yeah, I just want to just share my experience with what I'm doing, what I'm going through, and yeah, hopefully it helps. Hopefully it helps someone. So let's get into it. Okay, so how did I lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks? That's pretty extreme. It's pretty extreme for someone that's not like 600 pounds and up, because I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the TV show, My 600 Pound Life. I am obsessed with that show. Like I am infatuated with that show. And I never thought that I would have anything, I never thought that I would like be on the same wavelength with some of those people until I got into the situation that I'm in now. And I'll share with you what that situation is. It sounds so crazy. Situation, like this is serious. It's really not. It's not. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I have been, for most of my life, I have felt like I have been like just a really big girl. But I'm going to show you some pictures of me like in high school and like in the beginning of college. Like this girl, she's not big. Like she's not obese. And I thought I was huge in these pictures, okay? I thought I was so fat. And I just did not like myself to see myself in the mirror. I did not like the way I looked. And now I'm thinking, golly, Lord, can I get that again? I promise I won't mess it up. Like I promise I won't mess it up. I promise. That's how I think now. But back then, I struggled with body image. I struggled with self-image, and I struggled with self-esteem. And so that definitely aided in the way that I saw myself, obviously. So yeah, so I didn't see myself as what I really was, which was a beautiful girl with a beautiful shape. So fast forward, I graduate college and, I start the first few years of my life in the workforce. during that time, I just didn't really feel great about myself. I would probably consider myself like borderline depressed, maybe. Like, I don't really know. I just didn't really feel great about myself. But I think that if you knew me from afar, you probably would have thought like, oh, she's a really happy person. She's a really fun girl to be around. But really, I wasn't. Like, I was really not in a great space. And so because of that, one of the things that I did a lot was eat. Like, I just ate a lot. And that didn't make me feel better, but I feel like, I guess that was just like a coping mechanism or something for, or like a comforting mechanism. I don't know. But on top of like not feeling great about myself, there were also like deep rooted issues that I had within myself that I was not dealing with. And so that compounded on each other and just made my weight kind of balloon up to an enormously high point for me. At my highest weight, I was 275 pounds. That's a lot. That is a lot of weight, okay? I want to say around like maybe 2016 maybe. I don't know the dates of like when I was as big as I was. Because I did not document myself, like I did not take pictures because I did not like taking pictures of myself because I felt like I was huge and I just did not like the way I looked. I don't really have pictures of like me, you know, like this is me at 2015, this is me at 2016. I mean, I probably do, but I can't, like I didn't really document it well, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I did hit my highest point at 275 pounds. Ironically, I felt like that was the happiest that I had been up to that point when I was that heavy. But I did decide that I was like, okay, I'm ready to like start losing weight, and I want to try to start losing weight. And so I did. So I went on a diet and exercise journey, and I dropped about 40 pounds pretty quick. I mean, well, not pretty quick, but I dropped it pretty well. And I kept it off for maybe a year. And then I was about to get ready to like go into another round of like, okay, let's hit it hard, diet and exercise. And then COVID happened. Yeah, that derailed a lot of stuff for a lot of people, but specifically for me because I felt like, you know, I was ready to like jump in and get the rest of this weight off that I just really was hating that I had on me. And there were some other things that I wanted to do, and I was just like, I can't do it until I lose this weight. And so for the next year and a half, while we were in this pandemic, panorama, if you will, I gained and lost the same 20 pounds. So I would get probably as high as 250 and get as low as 230. I could not push past 230. As soon as I saw 230 on the scale, I went right back up and down, probably 4 times in the span of a year and a half. Which also kind of triggered to me that it's not just about the food, but there was something like deeper happening. And that triggered me because of the show, My 600-Pound Life. I love that show, okay? Love it. It's so ironic that I would watch that show and I would just like be on my couch, eating popcorn, eating ice cream, yelling at these people, save your life, save your life. And I'm sitting here eating ice cream, not trying to do the same for myself. But yeah, sad day. All right, so where were we? Okay, so I've gained, I've lost. I've gained, I've lost. And I'm just feeling kind of stuck, right? I happened to go to the movies one day, just by myself, what did I go see? I don't even remember the movie that I went to go see. Was it Spider-Man? No, it was not Spider-Man. It was back in like October of last year. September, October of last year. So whatever movie was coming out around that time, I went to go see by myself. And I happened upon a friend of mine, a former coworker of mine, we would work out together all the time. I ran into her and she looked amazing. And I was like, oh my goodness, you look so good. I say that because like, and not that she never didn't look good before, but you could tell she had lost a lot of weight. And we were always like a similar size, I felt like, when we knew each other. And so that's why I was like, man, like there's a drastic difference in her. And so we talked like before the movie started, and she was telling me about what she had done. She looked great. She looked amazing. And so that for me was confirmation on moving forward with something that I had been wanting to do and had been inquiring about a few times and just wasn't sure. It was confirmation for me. What did it confirm? What did I do? Well, I'll tell you. That next month, I booked my procedure to get the Obera gastric balloon implanted into my stomach to help me lose weight. So this video is going to be about basically the balloon, what it is, how it helped me lose weight, and basically pros and cons and all of that jazz. I wanted to do a video specifically on this because I don't see a lot of videos on YouTube about this specific procedure. It's pretty new. I guess it's been on the market it's like 10 years or so is what I'm calling pretty new. So yeah, so it's pretty new. It's been in the market. Longer than 5 years, longer than 10 years, but it's a pretty new procedure. Like not everybody is doing it. The doctor that I went to that's located in Fayetteville, which is right down the road from where I am, Dr. Roller is his name. He is like one of the leaders in this procedure. And so basically, what is Obera? What is the Obera gastric balloon? Obera is basically a balloon. Well, really, honestly, the way they describe it to you is that it's a breast implant that they put in your stomach. So I have a breast implant in my stomach, okay? No, but seriously, it is a balloon type ball that they insert going through your mouth, down your throat, into your stomach, and then they fill it with saline, and it helps fill the space in your stomach, right? Hopefully I'm showing kind of like the video that they show you in those inquiry videos that you kind of need to watch before you kind of go through the procedure and all of that. But it is temporary. That's the second thing. So with like the gastric sleeve and the gastric bypass, that's permanent, right? They're going in laparoscopically and they're like removing part of your stomach, or they're, bypassing the stomach, and they're doing that permanently. Well, for the balloon, it's temporary. So it can be in your stomach for a maximum of 6 months, and then you take it out. The tool really, yes, it is supposed to help you with weight loss, but really this tool is more geared towards people who want to like build better habits and build a routine around weight loss, because this is not going to be something that I can lean on, a few months from now when it's taken out. Actually, it's not something that I can lean on now, honestly, but we'll get to that. So I have notes. I'm trying to like hit on some points that I think might be helpful, for this subject matter. But so the cost for something like this it depends on your doctor, but it's between about $5,000 and $7,000. So, and this procedure specifically is probably going to be an out-of-pocket procedure. It's not going to be covered by insurance. My procedure cost $6,000, right in the middle. So the timing, I kind of talked about it before. The balloon would be implanted, and then you would have 6 months to the day, the implant day, to have it in your stomach, and then they go in and take it out. It is a non-invasive procedure, and I can only speak to like what I experienced. So please do your research. I am not the end all be all. I just wanted to give my thoughts and my experience so that maybe you have like a baseline to go from, but please, disclaimer here, I'm not a doctor. Do not do anything based off of this video. Just use it as a reference. So it is it's supposed to be a non-invasive procedure where they implant the balloon through your mouth, going down your throat into your stomach that way. And they knock you out. I don't remember anything about the procedure. So yeah. Okay, let's get to the main point of the of my title, 20 pounds in 2 weeks. So I had the procedure, and with this procedure, you're planned on losing, or they plan for you to lose either between 15 to 35, 40 pounds in that 6 months. And I guess it's based on just a lot of different factors, right? So when you have the procedure, the first 2 weeks after your procedure, you can't eat any food. You're not supposed to eat any food. For my doctor, what he recommends is that you only drink protein shakes and water. You drink 2 ounces of protein shake every hour, and then 1 ounce of water every 15 minutes. And that's what I did to a T. Not just because he told me to, but I think we'll get to this a little later with the side effects. But my stomach couldn't handle anything other than that, okay? I was miserable those first 2 weeks. Hated life those first 2 weeks. I wanted them to take it out in the first 2 weeks, okay? I was miserable. But we'll talk about that later. So because I followed the regimen to a T, when I went back after the 2 weeks for my follow-up, I had lost 20 pounds. And apparently that is not normal. That's not normal for someone to have this procedure, probably at the size that I was. So I was 240, 243, around 240 when I had the procedure. So when I came in and I had lost 20 pounds, they were like, oh, okay. And they even told me, do not be discouraged if the next, few times you come in and you don't lose any weight because of that. And so they were absolutely right. I did not lose a lot of weight. Even now, I haven't. So that's how I lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Now since then, I got it in November, 1st of November. So where are we? November, December, January, February. I'm about 4.5 months in now. And I've probably lost a few more pounds. So the weight is not coming off as much as I thought it would, but there are some differences. And honestly, let me say this too. Like, don't be like me. Document everything, okay? Take pictures before the procedure. Measure yourself before the procedure. Weigh yourself. Do all of that before the procedure, so you can have more than just the scale to go by, so that you know things are happening. I just know things are happening because other people are kind of telling me that things are happening. I don't necessarily have like I didn't measure myself, which I really hate that I didn't, because I feel like that's where the biggest difference is. But let me just talk about like the difference that I'm seeing. So it's not on the scale. It's more so how I look and my measurements, how I feel, and my routine, and how I am how my relationship with food. So let me talk through just a few of those real quick. So I do have some pictures. I'm putting pictures up, hopefully, of some pictures that I've had that I think probably around when I was my heaviest to now, that I took that picture like a few days ago. I think I had just finished doing yoga, and I was feeling myself, honey. And so I posted that on Instagram. And so yeah, so these are kind of like not before and after pictures, but like heaviest to now pictures. So that's where I am now. I am starting to like keep measurements of like my body measurements, but I can definitely tell by my clothing. I've had to like give away a lot of clothing that I just can no longer wear anymore. And I'm giving it away because I do not plan to be able to get back to those clothes. Okay. That's how we do it. We're not going back. We are leaving those clothes where they were in the past. And we're not going back there. And so that's giving me another incentive to continue this after the ball comes out. Right. So yeah, so the way I look, my measurements, the way I feel, like I just feel a whole lot better. I just have a lot more energy. I've always been someone who worked out, but I definitely enjoy it more because I have less weight on me and I feel like I can do more. So that's exciting. But the final thing is probably like one of the more important things that people don't tell you about weight loss, is that it is mental. It is all mental. Well, it's not all mental, but it's mostly mental. And I want to refer back to the My 600 Pound Life show. You know, a lot of times, if you watch the show, a lot of times they will go to a therapist and start talking about traumas that they've had in their lives, and it's directly affecting their relationship with food, how they feel about themselves and how they feel about food. That is a big thing with some of us. I know it was with me. And so once I started connecting that, and actually I'm going to therapy. I've gone to therapy off and on for other things. But once I figured out that I need to connect my therapy with my relationship with food and my weight and how I see myself and how I feel about myself, heavy, light, heavy, smaller, whatever, it's clicking for me now. It's clicking. It is a big deal. So I would say, even if you aren't in the market or interested in doing anything as extreme as like getting a tool like Obera, the gastric balloon, or the gastric sleeve, or anything like that, if you're just going through a weight loss process, think about going to therapy. If you've had multiple instances of trying to lose weight and it just hasn't clicked, because I'm telling you, that is the secret sauce that nobody is really talking about with weight loss. It's your mental, and it's healing traumas that you don't even know that might be there, that's hindering you from getting through. I'm telling you, y'all, Y'all, I'm uncovering stuff that I didn't even know was there. I didn't even know it was there. And I'm not telling you, and it ain't gonna be easy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something else. Maybe I should do a video about therapy. Like, I don't know, but let me tell you, it's not gonna be easy. You don't have to be ready to put in some work. You don't have to be ready to feel mighty uncomfortable to get to the other side of it, because it's work. It's a lot of hard work, but I promise you it will be worth it. It definitely will be worth it. I'm not saying that I'm just healed and I'm just 100% like over the mountain, because I am not. That's why I feel like everybody should be in therapy and everybody should be in continuous therapy. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it, and I can see the light, you know, not at the end of the tunnel, but I can see it like just through the bushes, if you will. Like, I can see a little bit more light every day. And I think that has definitely aided in the scale kind of moving again for me. And I'm excited about that. So, yeah. So, the last few things I kind of want to talk about is like eating on Obera. And even, I feel like this is something that also happens with like the sleeve and the bypass and all of that. So the first few months, like, yeah, you're not going to be able to eat a lot. You're not going to be able to do a lot, right? You're not going to be able to eat certain type of foods because it's going to mess your stomach up. Your stomach is trying to punch you. Your stomach is trying to like, your stomach trying to beat you up from the inside. That's what it feels like in the first 2 weeks, okay? You ain't gonna want to eat nothing. Your stomach is basically trying to digest or process the balloon. That's what it's trying to do. It is trying to get it out. It's like, what is this in here that won't go away? And it is miserable, y'all. It is miserable. Nobody tells you that. Nobody tells you that. But they tell you you're gonna be uncomfortable about 3 days. No. Don't let them lie to you. It's gonna be about 2 weeks before you feel even halfway decent. And then it's gonna take you a few months to feel normal. Okay? Don't let nobody lie to you. Don't do it. So, anyways, but back to eating. Similar to the sleeve and the bypass, at some point, your stomach is going to start to feel comfortable, like go back to normal. These are tools. These aren't quick fixes. Like on my 600-pound life, that's what he says. These are not quick fixes. These are tools that aid you in the process of weight loss. The first few months, it's going to be on that tool. But then after that, it's going to be on you. It's going to be on you. And if you're not doing the right things leading up to when that tool kind of stops working, you're going to end up right back to where you were in the beginning. So it's very important to use these tools to create new relationships with food, to create new routines, to kind of get yourself, in a flow that feels good for you, so that when these tools stop working, you can go at it on your own. And I feel like that is exactly what this Obera gastric balloon is doing for me. Exercise is the same. I was very fatigued in the beginning. In the first 2 weeks, I couldn't do anything. I remember them telling me, we want you to walk every day. Who is walking every day? Who is walking every day when they don't feel great? Like, who is walking every day when you're not sleeping at night? Who is walking every day when your stomach wants to obliterate you from the inside out? Tell me. So no, ma'am, I did not. I didn't do no walking, not nothing. For about a month, I want to say. It was a month before I could just start walking. And it was slow. It was a slow process to build things back up to where, I was, doing what I normally do. And so, like I said, I'm 4.5 months in. Now I do yoga, hot yoga, an hour, 4 days a week. I walk an hour every day. I do like strength exercises every day. So, like squats and just with like light weights. So that is what I do pretty much, every week as far as exercise is concerned. Another thing is appointment. So I have an appointment, like I have like a touch base like once a month with a nutritionist and one of the nurses. Just like I get weighed and then I talk about like what I'm eating. I talk through some things like that in those appointments, and then, just kind of, re-up on any vitamins or anything that they have given me. Where I'm right now is I'm 4.5 months in. I have lost a total of really, because it's been up and down. The scale has been up and down, but it's starting to go back down again. I've lost a total of 22 pounds. I can't give you a number on like my body measurements because I did not take any body measurements originally, which is super unfortunate. I guess I can tell you, so my clothing size was 16, 18, like starting out, and now I'm probably a 12, 14, heading into 12s. So that's that on that. I eat normal. Like I don't feel restricted in any type of way, not like in the beginning. So yeah. So there's no restrictions really now. It's like I said before earlier in the video. Now it's up to me. It's up to me to stay consistent and, track what I'm eating, stay within, a calorie deficit so I can continue to lose weight on, and see it on the scale. So what's next is, I have a future appointment coming up actually next week. And then I probably have one more before the balloon is taken out. And then we'll be able to kind of see from a scale perspective, where I landed. My goal was to lose 40 pounds. At this point, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But if I get to the 30-pound mark, I will be excited. I really think that I haven't lost as much weight as I wanted to up to this point. Obviously, the scale has gone up and down. I've been working through things mentally, emotionally, physically, all of that. But I feel like it has definitely been worth it for me because I was stagnant. Like I was in a place where I felt like I could not get anywhere with just me by myself. And so doing this really pushed me past that stagnant point. And now I feel like even with the balloon coming out in less than 2 months, I can do this on my own. I can, and I will. And I'm excited about that. So okay, guys, that is it. That is it. I need some water. I'm really parched because I've been talking a lot. And I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that, not that you just enjoyed it, but I hope that you got some stuff out of it that is going to help you with whatever it is that you need help with, whether it's weight loss, whether it's the thought of going to therapy, whether it's, I don't know, just anything that we talked about today. If it helped, give me a thumbs up. give me a thumbs up and let me know, because I want to know. And even if you don't feel comfortable putting anything in the comments, send me a DM on Instagram or email me and let me know if you have any questions, or if you just want to tell me, anything between us, I welcome that, because I hope that I really, 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 really hope this helps somebody make a decision or do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. All right, guys. I think I'm done. My work here is done. I'm tired. I need some water. Okay. Thank you so much for coming again to my channel. And I appreciate your guys' support so, so much. Have a good one. Bye.